Moms, when did you realize your daughter knew the truth before you did? The first time I should have known something was wrong, my 8-year-old looked across the dinner table, stabbed a chicken nugget with her fork and said, "Mom, Dad smells like glitter again." I laughed so hard water came out my nose. Glitter? What was that supposed to mean? But the way she said it, serious face, eyebrows raised like a detective. Yeah, that should have been my warning sign. See, my daughter isn't just any kid. She's this tiny mix of adorable and terrifying. The kind of girl who gives people nicknames that stick. Our grumpy neighbor, she calls him Captain Grumbles. The grocery clerk who talks too much, Mr. Paragraph. And my husband, well, she calls him Mr. Busy Pants because every time she asked him to play Candyland, he'd say, "Sorry kiddo, Daddy's busy." At first I thought it was harmless jokes, but my little FBI agent had sharper eyes than me. One day, she's sipping her juice box like a 40-year-old drinking whiskey and says, "Dad has a new allergy, perfume." I rolled my eyes. "Sweetheart, he's not allergic, he just doesn't like strong smells." She smirked and said, "Oh yeah? Then why does he sneeze every time he hugs Miss Sparkle?" Miss Sparkle, that's the nickname she gave one of his coworkers, a woman I'd only seen once at an office BBQ. Tall, shiny hair, too much lotion that smelled like a teenage mall store. I laughed it off, but inside something twisted. Why was my kid paying attention to who her dad was hugging? Then came the car ride bomb. Out of nowhere, my daughter buckled her seatbelt, looked me dead in the eye, and asked, "Mom, do you think Dad likes Miss Sparkle more than you?" I swear I almost swerved into Starbucks. My voice cracked. "Why would you say that?" She shrugged, kicked her little sneakers together, and whispered, "Because he only shows all his teeth when she calls. He doesn't even smile at your tacos like that." Ouch. I'm telling you, kids are savage. I tried ignoring it. Kids exaggerate, right? But the hints kept piling up. At dinner, she pushed her mashed potatoes around and mumbled, "Miss Sparkle probably makes better potatoes." Huh, Dad? He nearly choked on his water. I laughed into my napkin because, honestly, the kid had comedic timing. He forced a little laugh too, trying to brush it off, but I could see him gripping his fork like it was about to bend in half. Then the nuclear moment hit. Parent-teacher week. I was late picking her up, so she's sitting with the front office secretary. I walk in all flustered, and my daughter stands up and yells across the lobby, "Mom, guess what? Dad's new girlfriend drives a shiny red car." You could hear a pin drop. The secretary froze. Parents froze. Even the copier machine seemed to stop. My husband had told me he was working late that day. Apparently, he was working late in a red convertible. That night, I confronted him. He denied everything, of course. Said our daughter was imaginative. Yeah, okay, except my daughter had receipts. Real ones. She pulled a crumpled diner slip out of her backpack like she'd been waiting for court. 2 milkshakes, 1 salad, a place I'd never been. She slammed it on the table and said in her tiny dramatic voice, "Mr. Busy Pants, you're busted." He stammered, tried to say she misunderstood, but my FBI agent leaned back, arms crossed, and dropped the mic. "Don't lie, Dad. You smell like Miss Sparkle's car." I swear, if I wasn't shaking with anger, I would have given her a standing ovation. 2 weeks later, there we were, signing divorce papers. I felt numb, holding my pen, wondering how my 8-year-old figured this out before I did. She just swung her feet off the chair, looked at me, and asked, "So, does this mean I can call you Miss Freedom now?"